Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR HALACHA. And here's a brand new halacha for us for Sunday, 17th day of November, 19th day of CHESHVAN, continuing on with our laws of salt. On Shabbos, anything that doesn't have a purpose is considered muktzah. Like, you might not know this, but picking up a stone and just deciding to throw it is a problem of moving muktzah because that stone had no Shabbos purpose. Picking up a spoon, well, the spoon has a Shabbos purpose, but a stone doesn't, and so it's considered muktzah. Now, salt, that's our topic now. Salt is not muktzah because it has a Shabbos purpose, of course. It can be used to salt your food, and that's considered a purpose, a bona fide proper purpose, and therefore it is not muktzah. What about coarse salt? Coarse salt is often the kind of stuff that's used for putting on raw meat to salt it to make the blood come out so that it could be koshered. So is coarse salt muktzah? And most of the rabbis say that it is not muktzah because you could choose to put it on your food for taste if you wanted to, and therefore it still has a purpose, so it's not muktzah. Now, then there's that even coarser stuff, the salt that they sell you in big bags so that you can spread it out over ice on your walkway or your sidewalk on Shabbos if it's icy. So is that muktzah? So, we're going to learn in our next halacha that some rabbis allow you to salt your sidewalk on Shabbos when it's icy and some don't. So according to the opinion that you could salt your sidewalk if it's icy on Shabbos, well, then that ice has a purpose. And since it has a purpose for Shabbos, then you could also move it. But according to those who say that you're not allowed to use it on Shabbos, then it has no purpose, and then it's more problematic to move it around on Shabbos. Okay. Now we will come to the question of putting salt on very hot food on Shabbos. The Ramah said that we should not do that. We should not put salt on very hot food on Shabbos because the salt could actually cook when it lands on that hot food. Our table salt today is considered cooked, and therefore it falls under the category of that rule of ein bishul achar bishul. Cooking can't happen after cooking, and since our table salt is called officially cooked, so then you could put it on other things and it's not going to cook because things don't cook after they're cooked. So the Mishnah Berurah says that we are allowed to put it on hot food. There are some poskim that still don't allow it to be put in a kli sheni. Kli sheni would be like if you have the cholent in its pot, that's the kli rishon. If you put it over into a bowl, that would be the kli sheni. And some poskim don't allow it to be put in there, and that's because it appears like bishul. The reason it appears like bishul, like cooking, is because not everybody is clear on the fact that our table salt is considered cooked. So there are some rabbis who don't allow you to take salt and put it right on hard pieces of cholent that are sitting in a bowl because some cooking, or at least the look of cooking, could be happening. They would allow you to put that salt onto something after it gets into its third vessel, past the bowl onto your plate. So you may want to discuss this with your rabbi. It's a small bit of an argument, and you can get guidance from your posek as to what he says about salting big lumpy pieces of hot cholent in what bowl, third bowl, second bowl, probably certainly not in the main cholent pot. So do ask about that if you're accustomed to doing that. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.